Hello folks, and thank you for tuning in to another one of Hennco's how-to videos. Today we're going to be going over the on-off valve repair kit installation for the Flow Style Insta 1 valve body. I hope you guys enjoy. Please call if you guys have any questions.
Your first step will be to shut down your system and bleed down all high pressure water. You will then remove the orifice assembly and or cutting head from the nozzle body using a 1-inch and a 3/4 inch wrench. Next, you will be removing the nozzle body from the valve body using a 13/16 inch and a 3/4 inch wrench. Next, you will remove the air actuator assembly from the valve body using a 1 1/8 inch wrench. You will then be removing the poppet seat and the O-ring from the bottom of the valve body utilizing a sharp tool. Next, you will be removing the valve retaining screw from the top side of the valve body by unthreading it from the valve. Next, you will use the supplied wooden dowel to remove the poppet stem and seal assembly from the bottom side of the valve body. Next, you will thoroughly clean the inside and the outside of the valve body and thoroughly inspect the bore of the valve body for any defects such as scratching or pitting. We are now ready to install Hennco Waterjet Supplies part number 33001, the Insta 1 on-off valve repair kit. Inside this repair kit, you will find a poppet stem, a poppet seat with the O-ring, a valve seal with the O-ring, and a backup ring. Next, you will apply a light coat of food-grade lube or O-ring lube to the O-ring seal and slide over the poppet seal groove. Apply a light coat of food-grade lube to the shaft of the poppet. Slide the poppet seal halfway down the shaft of the poppet with the seal O-ring facing the tip of the poppet. Slide the backup ring on the poppet shaft with the chamfer facing away from the poppet tip. The seal assembly and the backup ring should be centered as much as possible on the stem. Now, go ahead and insert the poppet stem with the seal assembly into the actuator end of the valve body, pointed tip down. Do not force this into the valve body as it can cause damage to the seal O-ring. Now you will apply blue goop to the valve retainer insert and go ahead and thread into the top of the valve body and torque at 8 to 10 foot-pounds. Now you will apply blue goop to the poppet seat and install into the bottom of the valve body utilizing the supplied O-ring to hold in place. Hold the seat in and push the O-ring around the seat in order to hold the seat in place. Next, you will apply blue goop to the threads of the nozzle body and thread into the bottom of the valve body. Using a 3/4 inch and a 13/16 wrench, you will tighten this to 35 to 40 foot-pounds. Next, we will apply blue goop to the threads on top of the valve body. We will then thread on the air actuator to the top of the valve body. At this point, we will not be wrench tightening the air actuator. Apply 60 psi of shop air to the actuator to retract the poppet. Then torque to 35 to 40 foot-pounds utilizing a 1 1/8 inch and a 1-inch wrench. Next, we will apply blue goop to the bottom of the nozzle body and reinstall the orifice assembly or cutting head using a 1-inch and a 3/4 inch wrench. We will then turn on our high pressure source and slowly raise the pressure, checking for leaks and making sure the valve is operating properly.